fresh arms, never stopping that.
Let's just see if this fits.
Oh!
Oh man, that's looking good.
No, that's it, bro. That's it.
Yeah, it's a crop top, bro. You grow into it.
It's completely different colour grey though.
To what? To
Everything else.
Dirty
They ain't
trousers,
dirty,
bro.
bro.
Your trousers. Well, that's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just
Oh, it's got a pocket.
that's better. Now the sun's looking at you.
You know, it ain't so bad apart from this thing. Don't watch this thing.
Dirty. I was thinking that one was going to be worse.
No, it's alright, bro. It's actually quite nice. It's quite nice, actually.
Oh, should have had the dead cat on that. Today we're not out in Evo. Unfortunately, I'm not out in this either. But welcome to the first episode of Nate's Mates. We're out with Joey. What are we doing, Joey? Gonna go and drop your
Drop part to
motor?
Birmingham, get some interior trimmings done. Go and see John at Bespoke Leathering.
Birmingham, you know.
Yeah, so we got to take 2 cars. This one and my other one. That's the way we roll. We don't get public
We
transport.
need links closer to London, people.
Yeah.
Links closer to London. Could have cleaned it, mate.
But it still works.
Joey loves a gadget. Let me go there, that's cool. Damn. Word on the street is your headlights do that as well, bro.
Probably, bro.
Basically, Joey's looking to revamp the interior on the Super Vert. Bruv, why have you got tanned leather?
I was waiting for that question.
Why have you got tanned?
Long story short, my red ones, all the clips are broken. So as you saw the other day, when we was driving, it just jumped off.
They just fall off.
So these ones are, all the clips are intact. So John's going to re-dye them to match the rest of them. So it's perfect time to do it now.
Yeah, makes sense to do the better condition ones, isn't it? Well, anyway, so I'm not going to give too much away about this car because this car's crisp, but it's just coming back on the road. That sun is bright. So we will see more about this. Jeez, we'll see more about. Oh my god! Now you lot can see the sun. We'll see more about this when it comes back and he's washed it.
Yeah, I need to wash it.
And he's put some nice wheels on it and all of the rest. Oh, now the sun's not blazing in my eyes. Today's trusty Chariot. Oh my god, bro! Do you just not wash your cars?
Desert rust me up, man.
Oh my days! I thought I was bad. This guy. Alright, I forgot my fucking suction cup mount, so I won't bore you with talking on a journey. We're going to Birmingham, so it's 2.5 hours of talking to myself. You right back there, mate?
Hi, Geezer. I thought I'd put this in the corner because otherwise you'll rattle around and you'll get really annoyed.
Okay.
Like, in fact, I'm going to leave it so you do get really annoyed.
Yeah, you're just planting marbles all in the boot.
I wonder where the marbles were and them golf balls.
Joe's just cleaning the windows for me. He's a gentleman. Welcome, Joseph. So, a bit too much technology for me. I've got to find out how to move the seat forward.
It's actually ghetto. It has no front left corner. I got left and right to once. Look at this damn Jaffoule.
Ah,
He needs it really short because he's only got little legs, so like, check them.
what do you mean, bruh?
Professional.
Oh, so no electrics now?
No, what do you think this is? A 52 grand car?
Where does this go?
Nowhere. You just press the start button with your foot on the brake.
Okay, so just put it here.
Yeah, put it where you want. Put your mouth if you want.
Yeah, cheers.
You ain't got to hold it, bro. You'll still
Okay.
ruin the starter motor. What do you think? This is a full transit. You ain't got to hold that shit.
Where's the volume?
The volume's one above that.
Oh, good. Copyright
That's
on
off.
that.
a bit higher. Higher.
Sport mode.
Sport mode. Yeah, press it once and it will say individual. So got it set up so we don't get no stop start all the time because otherwise it keeps fucking electric motor going. We don't want that.
Wicked.
Ain't got time for that.
So if I take my foot off the brake, are we ready to go?
Yeah, you just need to accelerate. It's got automatic handbrake hold.
Yeah.
So when you stop, it will go and it'll apply the handbrake. So you can just accelerate through. You haven't got to keep putting the handbrake off.
Yeah.
Like, pull away now. Actually, got to put it in gear. Me like, got him.
Well, I don't
The
do
button
that.
on the side says unlock.
That one.
Push that in. Hold it.
Hold it. Oh, you want me to hold this button?
Hold it.
I held the last one. You said hold it.
And then put it back towards you. And that's in drive now. So you accelerate. But were you still in park?
Bro, I did what you told me to do.
Right. Now you're in drive. You're in drive still, you're not double drive. Twice as fast, yeah? What? Oh, the door's open. This learner driver out here, never driven a car before. Right, hear that? Now it clonks.
Yes!
And then when you stop, see the handbrake, just go.
Did it come back on?
Yeah.
Okay.
See up there, it says auto H.
Yeah.
It means it's auto held the handbrake. Don't forget your seatbelt, it will ping for the rest of your life.
Don't worry, I'll put it down.
Ping!
Right, so I'm
Ping.
set up. I just got to set my music up.
Yeah.
How does that work?
You start just playing the music.
Let's get your music playing.
Press play. Oh, I got to change it because my phone's too close
To what?
to the car.
Oh no. No, it's playing.
Cool. I just turned my Wi-Fi off. Oh, it's going to back in again. But yeah, we're good. Right. I'm going to say goodbye to the people filming.
Goodbye. Bit. Wobbly bit.
Do I turn it on?
Slow. Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked, cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just so by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the They done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. The fabric's not average. The cotton's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes come dirty, but the European. Less is more and less is the bank. Up the score, I pull up from trade. From the tray, I'm ballin' like Trey. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up. 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth like a house on the hills can't see us. Say the money still me up. Stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know it's real. Toast. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real.
So we've just pulled up to John's at Bespoke Leathering up Birmingham. John's a pretty cool guy. He said I could do some filming, so we'll see what he's got to say. Well, it's a pretty interesting place, this. It's a very interesting place, to be honest. One sec. So John was actually telling us that this was an open barn converted for John's needs, but they kept these concrete plinths here, these concrete plinths. So as this is a proper barn, they used to get the cows to come through here, put them up on a step and milk them. Yeah, so very interesting place. But let's go and see Joe and John and see what they're up to.
Me meeting somebody in London, I was about an hour and a half just show me all the new plug.
Yeah, and which is really good. The thing is really important. When you have a chin wag, it's like
Doesn't stop.
it's all over. So, but yeah, so here's the unit. So I was just saying to Joe, got this as a bare shell. Me and Liam done everything, and like Billy Boy M3.
Yep.
He's a spark, so he helped me with the floor, all the electrics and stuff like that. Like so, but like so, you got over here E46 M3 interior. This has been restored.
Just quickly, this is John, by the way. This is John's
How you
company.
doing? Right, are you? Yeah, so I've got E46 interior. That's been restored.
Lovely. Brand.
Didn't look like that when you came here.
I bet.
So these are the door cards. Yeah. No. So that there, even a red. Yeah.
What colour did they used to be?
Black.
Yeah. And you wouldn't notice the difference between the seats and that.
That's it. So there's an extra prep you do. But typically that's what it is. So, but anybody who's got any arm pads for the front door, I need some because he hasn't got any.
Oh, fair enough.
So,
Well, you heard that, people. Comments if you've got any. What is it?
E46 arm pads.
E46 arm pads. You got any?
Preferably Imola red. If not, as long as it's a Napa leather, I don't want. At the worst, I'll have stand ones because I'll retrim them. But if you got Imola red ones, that'd be cool.
Drop a comment and we'll get in touch with John and make that happen.
Amazing.
So what we've got here is round the corner we've got Ken's E30, and that's come out from Ireland for a bespoke retrim. What he did, he supplied a rear blind. This was in grey.
Okay.
As you know.
Yep.
You can't buy them anymore.
Nope.
NLA, brand spanking new. I was a bit worried, but I said, you know what, we can't have it grey in a tan interior.
Nope.
So I said, leave it with me.
Let's see what we can do.
So what I've done, covered the surface in 4 grain Napa leather, 1.4mm,
Yep.
and covered the end caps in 0.8mm. Sorry,
Okay.
0.4mm leather. You see,
Awesome.
and then the actual itself,
All colour coded to match.
dyed it.
Amazing.
So that's, and underneath as well, even though you can see, but got to get it all done.
All or nothing.
And then the netting,
Oh, even there, just
If
there.
Working well.
look at that. So, well happy with that. It's turned out fantastic. Going to do a couple of little tweaks, but when you do sometimes you let it settle,
Yeah.
and then just revisit later with it.
Yeah.
So, Porsche, nice guy. In fact, before when this customer arrived, we had another one in as well, which was pleased to see. But it was a V8
Okay.
GT white manual,
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was
extremely
gonna say
rare.
Pretty rare.
And we had that in, and we basically come in boxes, so we had to completely rebuild it. And I think it should be on obviously the Facebook or on YouTube or on Instagram. And I'm sure somebody will drop the links up of each one of them.
Yep.
Yeah, we could do that,
That'd
John.
be cool, yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
let's have a look. Yeah. So this is having a full sort of interior restoration. It is quite a clean car.
Yeah, it looks tidy.
And sometimes, when you take a car apart and you're taking nuts and
And
bolts out,
the
you're
original.
thinking, you know what, this has not been out before.
Yep.
And
Don't
then
worry
you
about
can-
that in
you
my
can-
car. They
No,
won't
no,
be-
no,
They're
no.
barely holding it together.
They're off different cars.
They all mismatch colours.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But the seats are in the spray room at the moment. The rears are down there if you want to come have a look. But this is
Incredible. So it's going to be a brand spanking new
so it
interior.
looks pretty new. I mean, what you've got here, you've got probably hardly anywhere.
Was this a retrim or a redye?
It's a renovation.
Renovation. So
Yeah,
you,
so it's a bit like you don't colorise these
No.
days.
you
re-
renovate.
You renovate.
So you make good of the original.
Exactly, yeah. Because the products and the techniques, the products are totally different to colonising,
Yeah.
or when colonising used to be back in the day. It's a lot more water-based now.
Yeah.
It's a lot better for your leather,
Better hard
for,
work.
for longevity as well, instead of like a shed load of chemicals.
M3 faders.
Some mortgage payers there.
Yep.
They are, aren't they?
They are nowadays.
Yeah. So these are going to be restored.
Fantastic.
Customer's brought a 4-door Evo, and he's got full extended everything. So he said, can we acquire a set of these? So I managed to find some local actually,
So they say they look pretty.
and
good
they're in
condition,
pretty good condition.
Considering, yeah,
But-
nowadays, yeah.
But when you look at them when they're done, they look even better
Yeah,
as well.
I said,
So,
they
yeah.
look amazing once they're
Z3M, as you know. This one, the car is fantastic. It's so tight, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And there's a slight. The bolts look okay, but he wants them changed because they've been re-dyed. But what he wants is, I'll show you. It's fair enough. When you re-dye, you do go over the stitching.
Yeah, because it's the bit that works most normally.
But because you can't, well, technically you can't really stop it going over the stitching if it's the same colour.
Yeah.
But what he wants the stitching not dyed.
Okay.
So we're going to replace these bolsters.
Yep.
With new leather, and then we're going to sew the thread on after.
Okay.
That's how durable the dye is if done properly. You can sew through it. Yeah. So we've sort of dyed leather and retrimmed stuff after. So that's going to be done, and that it's a little detail which you want, which is great, and
if you know.
But
what
the car's
you want.
fantastic. He's absolutely unbelievable, this car. So you'll have to keep a bit of room between each car so you open the doors. This one here.
Again, that's just another sign of when you take your cars to places, and they're just rammo because they're like, well, we'll take on too much work. The schedules go out the window.
Yeah.
Things get missed because people get so busy.
Things get lost, mislaid,
things get lost,
damaged.
Yeah, and then they say, oh, this didn't come in like that, and you're like, well, I'm sure it did, but because you've got so many things on, you don't realise that something's missing or you misplaced it. But having your car in a place where they're happy to say, we could get like 20 cars in here, but let's just keep 8.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Because I could move that over. I could put another one there. Put another one there. Put another one there. I don't want to. I want to be able to open the doors, walk around it. Know that door's not going to hit that car. You can see that the floor's marked out for bays.
And that should fill people with confidence. Even things what you said earlier on, John, about we was talking about the schedules, like not trying to get too much in the year and pushing, but booking in the work so that you've got a bit of breathing space.
That's it, yeah.
For when these things pop up, then all of a sudden it's not a stress. So that's.
It's key. I think it's key because at the end of the day, I'm always of the opinion if I take my car somewhere, I'd like it to be treated the way I treat somebody else's.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's it. Yeah, E46 got a few BMs at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Recognised. But it's got the usual the CSL editions.
Yep.
Interestingly, they are original. You know what I mean? So some mortgage payers there.
Again, easily.
So this is, but this one's in for. It's got some, which actually tends to be the thing these days. So you've got some Lotus seats.
Yep. Okay.
So these Lotus seats, and there's a few of these now starting to make their way through because of the type of seat it is. So that's going to be retrimmed in red leather to match the rest of the interior.
Is that Recaro CS?
Yes, yeah, them the ones, yeah. So another nice car, enthusiast, and it'd be great to get stuck on that. There's actually a thing we're going to do because a lot of the cars, like if you own there's certain cars like BMW E40, you'll know this.
Yep.
E46, you cannot buy heat elements separate. There's no retrofit kit.
Okay?
Like an E46, the last time I checked, they're about 450 quid for the base.
Yeah.
Like this customer here, he wants to keep the heat elements in his original seats.
Okay.
Some people like to keep the original seats. But he wants some heating in his Recaro.
Okay.
In his Recaros. So I've gone right. Okay. So what we're going to try is I've got I've got a bit of a geek squad. I've got a painter who's a geek. And I've got a Bossa laser geek. I've got an auto electrician who's a geek, and I got one of those circuit boardy. What you bloody call them? Cut that bit out because we're pausing.
I'll tell you what you call him. You call him Rob.
Yeah,
ain't that Rob?
He literally knows everything electrical about circuit board.
Electronic.
He builds all of that stuff.
Yeah. And what we're looking to do is get aftermarket pads.
Yep.
Because they're carbon steel.
Yes.
And a pad is a peripheral. So, and see if they will
work on the factory loom.
Work on the factory loom, but not just work, but be safe.
Yeah.
So
not overheat.
That's it. So certain elements have to be. It needs to be measured.
Yeah.
And as long as it's safe. So that's going to be. So hopefully we're going to be putting aftermarket pads in them, which will go into the original loom.
So you wouldn't know it wasn't there from factory. Heated seat. And
Love it. And there's so many ideas here. You wouldn't believe it. This is obviously the greatest car.
Oh, this is your car. We need to see your rear badge trick. wanna get that on camera.
planet Earth. Now, it's got to come back on the road. Not because I'm precious about it and I keep it off the road because of the salt. It's because I just ain't got time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Joey.
Yeah.
When his car's been mothballed,
Yeah.
it's now out.
It's been 5.5 years going.
Yeah,
dust.
so it's just time, you know.
Poor thing.
So here she is, or he is. And yeah, so we've got, see, aftermarket CSL front bumper.
Yep.
Me and Liam spent a week modifying it, changing it, tweaking it.
To make it fit perfect.
It fits exactly like OEM with the crash bar, with everything on it,
Amazing.
the whole lot. And if you compare it to an original,
You wouldn't notice the difference.
so the gappings, fittings, it's, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's, yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, I need to get this out.
You start using it, enjoying it.
Yeah. So I've gone for square setup.
Yep.
So, and then I've got spacers, 10mm at the front, 15mm at the back. Got the BMW performance brakes, and because I used to build, assemble World Rally brakes, etc. I know I don't mind messing with the brakes, but got the performance, and that's the original BM ones.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Off the 135 or 335.
Yeah, and they were a decent price. So you got to remember that not everything from the dealers is expensive.
It's cheaper.
I was well surprised.
Yeah.
And then at the back road, I picked up some Porsche 9, Porsche Boxster rear calipers.
Yep.
Done the rear caliper mod on there as well. So it's
Funny enough, this is exactly what I've got.
so, but yeah, usual stuff and that. Now, I've done a little mod. I think you know about.
I've seen it online and I wanted to see it in person because it's impressive.
Now, you can just shove that box over if you want and all that
Yep.
sort of, yeah, you know what I mean.
Getting me to tidy up now, are you?
Yeah, that's it.
Got to pay for it somehow.
If you take out and burn it for me, I'd very much appreciate it, like, you know what I mean? So, as with modded cars, you know, Joey, you like to do bits and bobs. So what I did, I was fortunate enough to pick up an original boot lid from Abid, one of the guys.
Amazing.
With the CSL, you don't have no handle to pop the boot.
Yep.
Now, you can have one in the footwell.
Yeah, but you always forget and you walk to the back of the car and you think,
I'm going to utilise what's already actually in the boot.
Yep.
And then do a little tweak. And I thought, so what I'm going to do, now there was a lot of scepticism about this.
if it would work or how it would
Yeah,
work.
well, when I put it up, people are like, somebody's standing to the side, popping that button.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, they're not. So, but what we got is, so I wanted to be able to open the boot somehow. So if you just focus on this part here, now you'll hear the little pop. Whoa.
There's a hidden button they didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Stop using your handbag.
Oh damn!
Look at that.
Man, that's crazy.
And it's in OEM position, so you wouldn't know it wasn't original.
Yeah.
And
The sensitivity of it is like.
Yeah, so I mean, the thing is, certain people ask is, well, what if you lock the car? Obviously it locks, but can somebody open the boot when you're driving?
Yeah, it's the same as it used to be though.
It's no different to the way it was before.
Yeah, because it used to have the button, and again, you couldn't press it in traffic because your car's running with the key in ignition. Same as that, someone couldn't go up and just go boom. Plus, who's going to find it?
Yeah.
They're not going to be like, oh, there you go.
They'd be like that, the back of the wall. Yeah.
Why has that guy touching all my badges? If you knew it was there and you got in, well done.
Yeah. And what's behind door number 1? Bit different from London, innit?
We actually have greenery up here. You can actually see wildlife.
There's a
Not people
faint
stabbing
noise
each
of
other.
cars. Yeah. It's birds that you hear instead of sirens.
Yeah.
So, it's good to meet John. Obviously, Joey's going to get his vert. We'll have a look at his seats now in a better light in a minute, but he's going to get his vert revamped for the summer. So he's talking, what's it, nearly 6 years? We thought it was like 5.
Yeah,
but
it's
it's like
June 2016, last time I drove it.
2016. And you can't even blame that on because of COVID.
How old
Because it was off the road 3 years before COVID.
How old Reggie?
How old Reggie? She is 7 in April.
Okay, so she was just as I took off the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on now, let's have a look at this now, Joe.
Reminds
11
you-
years, I've not seen
11
this.
years of.
Look, the back ones have gone yellowy.
Hey, I know, aren't they? They've changed colour, haven't
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
How
just
about that,
mould.
John?
It's just 5.5 years of mould.
We are going to do a proper feature on Joey's car, but so we're not going to get into too much of the spec now whilst they're talking, because he's going to go into it. But we're going to hold back some of this info.
Table for two, sir.
Yeah, alright.
There we go, just
Lay out the table for us, get the old knives and forks.
that's the, it's the house's finest linen.
Yeah. Sweet. There's not a crease
This
on
is
it.
what
Here you go.
retrimmed in. So this is going to be the new
Yeah,
table.
that's going to be the new seat them up.
There you go, yeah.
With the
I
top.
thought it was headlining, I'll have to check the notes.
A lot worse for wear.
So this centre console is obviously being coloured.
Funny enough, it looks like my colour underneath.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that it does. I don't know if it would be in, it might be Oxblood, an extended Oxblood one.
Possibly.
Because,
Yeah, if you had OEM, well, weird OEM writing, because it said at the factory, the CD92,
yeah,
I can't remember what it stood for, but I know it's not an OEM vinyl cover, it's actual leather. This piece I've never had, and then I found one because they were, again, rocket horse, because not many cars, they had full extended, but
Yeah.
no one ever break up the interior, and I got
No.
all the interior minus the corner piece.
yeah.
So
And it's
what
got that
piece
on
is
as well.
What
That
piece
piece
is that?
goes in here. So I dyed my vinyl one years ago.
Oh, right.
That's not actually leather, that's actually vinyl, but it matches so well against the leather.
Yeah, yeah.
So remember you did Neil's one as well, didn't you? In Neil's convertible.
Yeah, God, that's going back, yeah.
And then Beck actually bought that off him.
Oh, did he?
And I was going to buy it, but then he sold it to somebody else. So
Ah,
I
right.
was going to have a full extended, everything leather in here, but Beck sold the dashboard. Thanks, Beck.
Well done, Beck.
Wounded.
Yeah.
Right, so what we got here is original.
Yep.
I didn't realise actually, because I used to replicate these
Yep.
as well. And see, this is the thing, because
You don't see them often because they were rocking horse back then. So
Yeah.
you didn't see one to see what it needed to look like. But weirdly, the stitching at the top
got
that I only
stitch here,
noticed,
yeah.
it's such a random stitch. I don't know why they did
Because
that.
I-
But
working for sort of various manufacturers like BM and the like, the only way I can, and have a bit of a quality background is and process, the only reason I can think that is that because that is a waste of material.
yeah,
They can use that, they can get more out of it if they sort of put one inside the other and do that there.
Yep.
And then those little strips will be probably from the remnants, so that's probably why
just
they
a bit
did that.
spare.
Yeah. So
I think my 3 to 8 coupe was my daily. And
Daily.
I wasn't ever supposed to modify the daily, and then the daily got more modifications than the convertible,
Yeah.
and that's why this sat for so long, because the daily was not being daily, the daily's being modified,
yeah.
and then it's now I have a daily for my daily for my daily. So
Well, do you know what I'm saying? I've got the Weekender, I got the daily, and the Range Rover is a bit of a project.
right,
And then behind you, there's a little Mini. It's an original Cooper.
Oh, shit.
So, got a 90s Cooper, not what,
yeah,
So that's, yeah.
Cheeky.
Can't help it, Joey, can we?
you can't.
Listen,
it's in the
right.
blood.
Can't help it.
So I'm going to get involved here as well because I am classic case for this. Absolute is like a disease. I would get a car, it would drive nice,
It'll be
and
perfect.
you'd
It'll
mess it
work.
up. You'd lower it. You'd change
Yeah.
the profile of the tyres, and then
Yeah.
everything goes out the window. When you start doing the suspension,
Fantastic.
then you realise that the bushes are fucked. So then you start going, well, I'm going to put poly bushes on, I'm going to upgrade everything.
Never change like for like. It's always an upgrade.
And then it gets to a point where you go, it needs more power, so I'm going to turbo it. This happens, right? And then what happens when you're turboing it? You say, I need a new daily. And then
It starts again.
it starts again.
Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat.
Right, so it's been good, John. It's been good. educational, and again, so if anyone's interested in any work, looking at this video, I think it's going to put people put their mind at ease, isn't it? You know, give a bit of an insight to just the way you work, not just like the actual product. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it, and we shall see Joey's car. What do you reckon, a month or so? How long is it going to be?
Long enough.
Yeah, just
I can't put a time at this.
yeah, you can't put too much pressure. Too much. Just received
At some
the car.
point this year.
Yeah,
just at some point.
It'd be done exactly on the time specified, which is not specified yet.
Yet to be specified.
Yeah, that'll be the one.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, and so we will be back at some point,
Look forward to seeing it.
and yeah, and to be continued. So, John, lovely to meet you, mate.
Yeah,
and
no problem. Good to see you guys.
we'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Peace out.
Peace out. Peace out. That's like, right, so we have dropped Joey's car off at John's Bespoke Leathering. What's it called?
Bespoke Leathering.
Oh, it is, yeah? That
Yeah.
didn't sound right then. And something about the word
name's
John.
Alan, not John.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, little twist for today. Little plot twist. Little detour. We are dropping down to Gloucester from Birmingham. Gonna go and pick up some car parts. So, so we will
get there.
if we ever get there.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. So anyway, without further ado,
I'll
we
bring
will.
to you. Oh, John's ringing it.
Oh shit! What have we forgot?
Oh, but you got keys. Oh, they're on the windscreen.
Yes, the keys are on the windscreen. I don't think I've got any signal. Oh, he's done.
No man's teeth.
No man's teeth.
No man's teeth, you know. Anyway, before we're rudely interrupted, yeah, let's fly down to Gloucester and see what Gloucester and see what
Wash
goodies.
the sauce.
We should wash the fucking windscreen.
What's the sauce?
We will
Leicestershire.
you know. Oh, can we go to? There's an Evo breakers up here.
They're all broken, brother. There's two in Mitcham.
You reckon? Thanks, pal. Shit, man, I can't believe we're in.
Shit, man.
Shit, man.
Shit, man.
Shit, man. Fuck. We are going to Gloucester to go and pick up some parts. I'm not going to tell you what they are until we get there, and obviously.
He said they,
I'll show
so
you.
there's more than one of them. Sucker.
I'm telling them what you're doing to your interior. Thanks. Peace out.
8 out down. What do you go so
Fucking cool, man. YouTuber, innit?
Yeah.
Influencer. Right, what is happening? We have just got back. Bit of a trek. What time did we leave this morning? 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30.
It is 5 to 8, so we have done
12 hours of
12. Cheers, mate. Quick maths. We've done 12 hours. We've gone up to above Birmingham, dropped off the vert to John at
Bespoke Leathering.
Bespoke Leathering, and then we headed down to Gloucestershire. Went down to go and get some car bits. Pretty exciting stuff, to be honest, for one of the project cars. But I feel like I want to bolt it onto the 5 GSR.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Joey says we should do it. What do you reckon?
We'll do it now.
Right, I'll show you what they are, and then maybe leave a comment. What would you do if the project car's not going to come on the road for maybe 2 years? Would you use them on a car that's on the road, the same model car, and get some use out of them? Does it risk them getting damaged if someone smashes into them? Or do you just say fuck it? So, what we went to go and get.
Can you hear it? Nearly dropped it.
Yeah, cheers, nice one. What? So, apart from a little bit of paint bubbles, they're in pretty good condition. Genuine Ganadors. So, where's that paint bubble?
Here.
Little bit of paint bubble. Might be able to see that in the light. I think there's a little bit on both of them, is there? Or is this one alright?
That one's not too bad, it's just chipped at the top.
Yeah.
Apart from this one's a chip. Oh no, they're both chippy.
Yeah, but they're going to get painted anyway because they'll go a different colour. So yeah, I can't lie, to be totally honest with you, I'm fucking buzzing, and I might just put them on the other car. Lose the power fold,
But gain Ganador.
Ganador. Power fold is handy because on my estate people will smash the mirrors off because they're scumbags.
And if someone smashes one of these off, their mirror's going to go as well.
Yeah, well, if someone smashes one of them off, it's dough, innit? I feel like I should just try and get some use out of them. What would you do? Would you preserve them? Or would you use them at the risk of them getting broke? What would you do, Joe?
Use them straight away.
Just use them straight away.
In white.
In white?
On a red car.
On the red car. It's a shame because they're actually really good nick.
Who's Nick?
Really, really, it's really good, Nick. The paint's really good. So maybe what I should do is paint my car white. You know, it'd be handy as if I had a white Evo.
That wasn't broken.
That wasn't broken. Yeah. I'll see. Maybe I'll give our pal Ant a shout.
Or Tony.
Or Tony. And get a price for paint. Who knows? Let's see how the next week unfolds. Anyway, so just to wrap it up, it's been a good little drive, to be honest. Nothing crazy, but yeah. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you again, and we'll follow up on Joey's car when his interior is finished, and do that as a part 2. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again. Peace out.
Sunset's the one, yes, I love best when sun rest. I'm opening my eyes, I see lights, we ain't done yet. I'm riding with the crew on a dumb flex. It's just a couple things I do when the sun sets. Ignition on the button, I just push to start. I love driving, you think a brother couldn't park. I wouldn't bark, I'm not